Thank you so much for joining us on the Dwellynn Show. I'm your host, Oladantes. This is a brand new year. I've got Matt here today. I cannot wait. You're actually the first guest I'm going to be interviewing this year, so I'm really looking forward to it. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited to be here. I'm glad you were just looking at some real estate and ready to get after it.
Yeah, always looking at real estate. Yeah, so I mean, Matt, if you want to tell our listeners who you are, what you do, and kind of what you've been up to lately.
Yeah, I'm a real estate investor, broker, entrepreneur here in Austin, Texas, and been at it for about 13 years. I'm 30 years old. Started when I was 17 and been grinding, man, working about as hard as you could imagine. Built a pretty special real estate brokerage where we focus on making money in and on real estate. That's our core focus. And really have this entrepreneurial path where we try to help people open up real estate to look at it from multiple angles instead of just saying, hey, I'm a broker, let's look at it this way. We try to promote that entrepreneurial spirit, and we say, hey, look at buying it, look at wholesaling it, look at flipping it, bringing on partners, whatever it may be. And we're really passionate about helping agents get more out of real estate for themselves. And so we built this company to about 150 agents now. It's pretty special. It's us looking at agents as partners versus, requiring them to hit certain sales milestones or pushing them in a certain direction. We try to open everything up to let them get, down the path that they're passionate about. And we've got people that manage properties. We got people that do commercial, wholesaling, whatever it may be. And a lot of people that do both, or like myself, kind of all of it. And the goal is to get around good people and figure out how to grow together, create a bunch of partnerships, and have some fun doing it.
There's a lot in there. Pretty fascinating. I tell people a lot. I feel like, when I talk to people about what I do in real estate, they would come back to me, sometimes a few months later, like, oh, I want to get my real estate license. And I cringe because there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a fantastic move. But I cringe because I think people have the misconception of, if I want to do real estate or get into real estate investing, I need to get my license. And that's not necessarily true. Of course, getting your license helps to learn some fundamentals, but people that make a ton of money in real estate invest in real estate, not sell the real estate, right? So that's really fascinating that you're trying to do both, right? You're not just trying to convince the lady to go for this pink room or the gray room. You're also actually trying to invest in that. So I'm really fascinated about that. You mentioned that you've got 150 agents. When did you guys start?
Well, I started myself in 2012, but the real estate brokerage started in 2015. It's kind of interesting. It was primarily property management. And my goal before that, it was a long background. I got my master's degree in real estate from A&M and got my appraiser's license, worked at an apartment, tried to learn as many different aspects as I could. But the focus was to build a base of steady income through managing properties that we were buying and then for other owners. And so we got up to about 750 single family homes that we were managing. And we ended up selling that company. And in 2020, we only had 7 agents. So I brought on a partner. His name's Alex. A very, very sharp, amazing backstory. And we just hit the ground trying to grow the best of everything that I'd seen and implement it here. Leave certain things out, constantly be striving to improve, but have the best balance between the commission split and then the support that we offered. So general structure, there's 2 different programs. There's an agent success program where it's 15 hours of training a week. That's a 70-30 split. But then we have the 90-10 split with a 15K cap. So it's not this, goal for us to go make a ton of money on commissions, but rather get teamed up with people that are serious and wanting more. And so it's led to, so many fun things. Like we've got mobile home parks, assisted living, Airbnb houses, small apartments, and done like, I think we did like 16 or 17 flips last year. And it was with our agents. And we're trying to look at them as partners that are deal finders. Like that's the biggest value. It's not the commissions, it's let's go build our net worth together. So started, 2012, but really started growing it about 2 years ago as far as the brokerage piece.
Yeah, this is so interesting. Very fascinating. 750 single family homes
It
PMing.
was a lot. Yeah. And it was single family, right? So it was a lot. Probably maybe like 450 property owners. There wasn't a bunch of people that owned a lot. And we had 13 full-time employees. We are just operating the management business the best we could. It's management is a tough business, but very, very important. And
Do you
ended up
think
selling it.
do you think it's profitable, property management? Would you classify as a profitable business?
Yeah, it depend. I mean, ours was for sure. Like the best of them, like the best can do 27, maybe 30% profit. Most of them are more 17% of revenue, right? But there's a lot of different ways to do it. Like I've studied it and talked to a lot of people. I'm a big networker and meet a lot of people. So I know most of the property management owners. And it's interesting. Like you can get up to 150 doors doing it on your own and you'll make a ton of money, but you're going to be working 24/7. So then you have to go hire one or two people, and then you're barely making any money until you get to like 350 or 400. You got to go hire two more people. So there's these scales that are profitable at different levels. But hope I'd like to talk numbers just to give clarity, if that's cool. Nothing, I don't think this isn't bragging. It's not
Do
even
it.
that.
We love numbers.
Yeah,
We love numbers at Dwellynn. Do it.
cool. So, we were doing about 30,000 profit per month at our peak. And the good thing about that, and that was after paying ourselves salary and everything. And it's a good amount of money, obviously, for sure. But the best part about it was super consistent, like every single month. And me wanting to build a real estate company really much valued that consistency, where brokerage is just these little pops here and there, right? And so I love the idea of having that moat, the consistency, and it was good. And we ended up selling it for close to 700 and something thousand. Had a couple partners. Wasn't It's kind of a long story. I didn't necessarily want to get out, but we did. And then at that point, we really started going all in on the brokerage. And the goal is to do management again one day, but it is a ton of work. It's a thankless job, a lot of negativity, and we're just looking for the right partner to come and help operate that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even get some of your chronology because I like to ask people, what was your first deal? How'd you get started? But it was just
Sure.
quite a bit.
Yeah, it's when I come on these shows, it's kind of hard because I've done it for so long, so I could literally talk for 30 minutes straight. So I try to condense it and try to give as much value as I can. But
Yeah, I
happy
get
to
it.
dive into anything.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. You also mentioned that, you guys did a bunch of stuff like flips, Airbnbs, mobile home parks. I mean, this is a mishmash. I can just picture your office, everybody doing different deals. And, what would you say is kind of like the critical piece or the critical mass, like what you guys do very well with your partners, as you call them?
Well, the properties are all different and they're all run differently, but I would probably break it down to two things. I mean, the brokerage is probably the least profitable thing that we have, but it's by far the most important. And the specialty is promoting that entrepreneurial spirit. Most brokerages will try to put you down one path and say, we just do this, or we just do luxury, or we only represent buyers, and what is wholesaling and what is hard money. And we've seen it and lived it and played in all these different spaces. So we're really opening a different world to most people I feel like they get their license because they're interested in some of this stuff, but then they get pushed down this path, which is not necessarily wrong. They can go specialize, but we really open it up. And so the specialty is promoting that spirit and letting you look at one opportunity with 10 different mindsets, right? And so you're showing somebody houses that they want to buy, but you're also thinking, what if I buy this? What if I wholesale this? Maybe this listing agent's not doing a good job. Maybe I could list this later. Maybe I could find someone else that would buy this and then I'll manage it, right? And so it allows you to get a lot of value out of just one thing. That would really be our one specialty. And the second one is we're just super aggressive on finding deals. Like we make a lot of offers, we make low offers, we negotiate, we make the money on the buy side, and then we do everything we can to keep those properties and to go get more. And we literally take every dollar that we make and put it on real estate, like to the penny. Like, bank accounts going negative, right? And not knowing how we're going to get the next deal done, but just always figuring it out.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So if there's somebody listening to this, I mean, that's why we do this, right? Folks listening, and they're thinking, well, Ola said, maybe I shouldn't get my license. Maybe I should just, start learning about investing, start looking at getting equity, start looking at partnering. And, maybe others might be saying, well, actually, no, you should get a real estate license. Where do you fall and what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways. I'll tell you my perspective, and I'm open to your opinion here. But I always say if you're going to do it full time, like 24/7, get the license. And the biggest thing that I think, which I don't hear many people talk about, is to represent yourself as the buyer and get a commission when you close to count towards your down payment, right? So like we just closed on a 17 unit apartment in Lano, Texas. And it was $1,070,000, right? And so our down payment on that was going to be like $250,000. But we had a was it 60 grand commission? What's three? I can't think of it right now. 3% of a million, 30 grand.
Yeah, 30.
So 30 grand commission, right? So that 250 now goes down to 220, and it might not seem like a lot, but that's a good percentage, right? And so let's just simplify it. Yeah, I mean, say you're buying a $100,000 house, and your down payment is, let's just say 10,000, right? But your commission's 3,000, so now your down payment is 7,000. That's a big deal, right? And so you're going to be buying these properties. Go figure out how to represent yourself, make the money, decrease your down payment sometimes by 20, 30, 40%. That's pretty special when you're going to keep buying more. And to mention you're let's say you're calling on owners and they don't want to accept the price that you're going to pay. We'll go list it for them. Right. So that's just my opinion. Obviously you can be an investor without it, but it's just a tool to add to being an entrepreneur within real estate.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. Yeah, different thoughts, and yeah, neither one is right or wrong. That's the beauty of what we do. Is just just for different people. Yeah. Yeah. So I want you to talk about one of, you mentioned this 17 unit. Mention one of your best deals, should I say, that you really liked. How did you find it? How did you fund it?
Best deal would be we got two really good ones last year. One was a wholesale $780,000 wholesale fee, and we found a property for $2 million. Yeah, it was crazy. 9.5 acres in Round Rock. Put it under contract at $2 million, and wholesaled it for 2.7, and we had a commission in there, so we literally made the difference at closing.
Wow,
that was a good one.
What kind of property is this?
It was just raw land.
Oh wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And then the other one was 11 duplexes that we bought for $335 a unit. And then 11 days later sold them all for like $375 a duplex. So, I mean, those are two big ones that we had last year. Really, really great.
Wow. No, congratulations. Just numbers that like, wow, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a blessing. blessing from God, and we've been putting in the work. I got a lot of good partners and a lot of good people, and I tell people, and hopefully this is valuable. Like, I've never met anybody that's working hard, like really, really hard and consistently in real estate that's not making money. I mean, have you?
I have not.
Yeah, I know that's very simple, but it's just real. Like I literally just I've never seen it. Obviously the market's been hot for the last 12 years. But there's a lot of people that talk, and then there's people that do it. And we spent time, we've spent 8 months periods where we've made 60 offers a day for 8 months. And when you're doing that, you're going to find opportunities.
You're gonna
And
win, even if
yeah,
you're a moron. Yeah, you eventually you're gonna win. Yeah.
you're going to get lucky or something. But what we do is, it's so cool because maybe, we find these opportunities, and maybe we'll wholesale it, maybe we'll buy it, maybe we'll list it. We kind of keep every option open to the last minute. Like that 9.5 acres that we wholesaled, we were actually planning to buy it, but we were like, let's just throw a price out there that maybe would make sense as a wholesale. And then when we get the offer, let's make the decision. We don't have to accept it, but it was a good deal, right? Like, it was obviously, if someone paid 2.7, like, there's some value there at 2 million, right? But we just weigh our cost of, like, all right, we could buy this and over the next 5 years make X, or we could make Y right now to go reinvest. And we just make that decision at the time.
Good choice. Very good choice. So what is next
Yeah.
for your firm, your brokerage? What, when you think of the future, you go 150 partners that you're working with, what do you think the future would look like?
We want to be the best real estate brokerage in the world, in the sense of helping people get more for themselves. And I don't know anybody focused on this, and it's something special. We call TRE Opportunity City. There's opportunity here for everybody. We need partners. We need more agents. We don't take a lot. I do believe we give a lot. And honestly, that's the goal, man, is we want to be the best, and we want to be unique with it, have some fun. And so we're looking for people to open up other markets. We're looking for more people to join the team. We're trying to buy more real estate, and we want to make some waves.
I love it. I love it, man. This is amazing. This is amazing. Well, I can keep chatting to you, but we definitely dwell into the quick rounds. These are going to be quick questions, quick answers. You ready, sir?
Let's get it.
All right. First question. What makes you, Matt, unique? What is that differentiating factor that separates you from the next guy or the next girl?
I think the biggest thing, man, is we think very, very long term. We're not focused on making money. We're believers in God, and believe that there's a vision and a mission here. And we're thinking 20, 30 years down the line. And we really believe in experimenting and trying new things and taking risks. And so I think the biggest thing is, whatever we focus on, we go for it, and we go all in, and we don't sit back and think too much. We just go.
Yeah, when you put God first, you can't go wrong. That's also one of the
Amen.
secret recipes that people don't talk about enough, or we talk about enough, should I say? Next question: what was the last book that you read? What was the one thing that you picked up from that book?
The last one I read was Man's Search for Meaning, and have you heard of this book?
Viktor Frankl. Yep.
Yeah, guy, writing about being in the Holocaust, and I just realized that, like, there ain't nothing to complain about ever. You read about someone writing about living in a concentration camp.
Yeah, it wakes you up.
Well, yeah, I was like, it kind of blew my mind. I'm sure I knew that there was some stuff out there. I never really read something that somebody firsthand was in, and just opened my mind to, like, man, I have nothing to complain about. Every day that I'm breathing is a good day, and just a blessing to be alive.
I love it. Final question. You're busy, you're helping other partners, buying real estate, selling real estate. What do you do for fun?
For fun, hang out with my kids, man. I got 2 little baby boys. We're about to go to the YMCA and hang out at the pool. It's a special age, or 3 and 1, and so every chance I
Nice.
can hang out. It's going to go fast, right? They're going to be grown man soon. So it's a really, really good time to just play with my little boys.
I can relate. Got two girls. One is almost 2. The other one is 4. I'm totally with you. I'm right there with
Amen,
you.
brother.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Well, if there's anybody listening thinking, well, I really like this guy, maybe they're in the Austin area, I just want to get connected with you. What's the best place people can reach out, get to know you better?
Very easy, man. We're all over. TeifkeRealEstate.com, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Find me on Facebook, Matt Teifke at gmail.com. We are happy to help, happy to be a resource. We love connecting with people. And I appreciate your time as well, man. This is fun.
No, thank you so much. I learned a ton myself. Appreciate you. Thank you.